they started to build pyramids, and the first pyramid was built in Egypt. It's the Step Pyramid in Saqqara. It back to the 27th century BC, built for a king called Djoser or Net Jericho. It's built to take the shape of the steps. From the third dynasty, what about the first and second dynasties? They used to build the royal tombs, very small and simple structure. West was representing the gate for the afterlife. That's why every single burial tomb was built at the west side of the River Nile. Here we are in the west. The Valley of the Kings and the Valley of the Queens in Luxor or Aswan, it will be in the west side of the River Nile. So west was represented. But why they mummified the bodies? Why they built tombs for them? Because they believed in the afterlife. Life is very short and not worthy, so they wanted to do a strong, protected, safe houses for their immortal life, which was the afterlife. So they invented to build pyramids. They mummified the bodies. They used to take all the organs out except the heart. Put it in separate jars. The jars will be replaced in a container or a box, and this box will be buried inside the tomb next to the body.
Why did they keep the heart?
Because they believed in a final judgment day. So there is a final judgment day. There is a day. They're going to ask him about his previous life. And they're going to use the heart to scale it in the balance of justice and truth. To know, was he a good or bad person? So the heart, again, it's a feather. The feather was representing justice and truth, for God is called Ma'id, M-double-E-T. If you have a chance to see one of these beautiful papyrus galleries, you will see the full story of the final judgment day, and the last day, day 26, I will show you the story when we go to the Egypt. 7th century, Imhotep and the Pharaoh, Djoser, they decided to change the design to be bigger, stronger, using stones, taking the shape of the pyramid. Then they built the Step Pyramid, which we're going to see. After the Step Pyramid came a king called Snefru, the founder of the 4th dynasty, 2613 BC. He wanted to build pyramid for himself, but he wanted to change the design for the pyramids from being steps to be 4 smooth-sided pyramids. And actually he failed twice and succeeded the 3rd time. The first one he built for himself in an area called Maidum. During the construction, it's cracked. So they left the building and moved to another area called Dahshur. He built 2 pyramids in Dahshur. The first pyramid he built for himself in Dahshur comes like this. Like a house. Why they choose this place? Because it's strong, stable, and also high. So look at the city over there is very low. The area here is high, and the main big problem for them by that time was the water, the flood water of the River Nile. The River Nile flood, so they needed to be safe from the water, so they built it in a higher place. Then they started to build the Great Pyramid. This one we know that it was built in 20 years, estimated of 100,000 workers, divided in 5 teams. Built entirely from limestone, except the burial chamber inside, it's built from granite or granite. All the granite by that time came from Aswan. So the limestone from Tora Quarries, Tora, which is around 25 or 30 kilometers from here, through a side canals. So they used to cut the stones, wait till the River Nile flood, they ship it to their boats, then they start to ship it to the construction area over there, here, and the main port for the area used to be on the other side there. Then they used the stones, the sizes of the stones, it's big. The number also even bigger. They used 2,600,000 blocks of limestone. 2.6 million blocks of limestone, stones enough to build the Great Wall around France. Because it's not only a big number, also the size. And you will notice that the big stones comes around the base. Higher, the stones would go smaller to be easier for them to carry these stones up. How did they reach all these heights? We believe that they built it using earth ramps. From the 4 sides. So they start to build, then they build ramp using some kind of rollers to drag the stones up. They add extra for the main building, then they raise the ramp. The earth ramp grew with the pyramid itself reaching to the top. It used to be almost 149.5 meters, but now it's around 138 or 137.8 meters. So the pyramid used to be even higher than this. Why? What happened? These pyramids, every single pyramid, used to be cased from outside with the soft white casing stones. So all the pyramids used to be very smooth and white from outside. According to Herodotus, a Latin historian, mentioned that the Great Pyramid was covered from outside with these white stones, and they wrote all the details outside using silver and gold. The tip of the pyramid used to be from bronze, and this covering stone, it's fall down by origin. Still some of the covering stone at the top of the second one over there. Then it was moved from here to build the old city over there. The Great Pyramid, the side of the pyramid is 230 meters. It's built with an angle of 52 degrees, covers an area of 13 acres, estimated of 88 million cubic feet. The four sides of the pyramids are built facing precisely the four cardinal points. These pyramids here in Egypt, in Giza, built aligned to a very famous stars in the sky called Orion belt stars. The pyramid, it has two entrances. The one at the top is the main entrance. The other one down, it's an entrance cut by one of the caliphs. And this is the one we use it nowadays like an easy or a shortcut, but still also very hard. Inside the pyramid, we found nothing except three empty chambers. One is called the Grand Gallery. From the Grand Gallery, the two sides connected to another rooms, and the burial chamber for the king. Inside we found one big stone box, we called it sarcophagus, where they used to keep the mummies inside. Recently, when they scanned the area around the main entrance over there, they found two big gaps. It's a Japanese team working around the area over there, indicating that maybe there is more rooms inside not open yet. They found the entrance, 9 meters tunnel, 2 meters high, hoping when they reach these two rooms inside, they can find anything talking about the construction or more of the stuff for King Cheops, and only a little statue for him has been found. Facing east. Facing east. The statue over here we dedicated to the builder of the second pyramid. It's a big, huge statue made out from one big rock, sandstone. So after he finished building his complex, the pyramid and the two temples, there is a causeway connecting between those two temples. Next to the way or the road, there was a big rock in the area over here. So they cut this rock to be like this, to be like a sphinx. This one is the oldest and the biggest we have. That means we have so many others, different in sizes, different kind of stones, and they're different faces. So this face is representing the king or the queen who built the statue. And this one, it's built by Khephren or Khafra, the builder of the second pyramid. It's almost 77 meters long, 20 meters high.
20 meters high.
You see the headdress, this is called nymphs. Nymphs. And was very common for men during the ancient times to wear this. For ladies, they wore the false wigs. And when they built their statues, they built it having the same dress. They were very smart, and we are very lucky because they knew that the neck is the weakest part of the body. To support the neck at the head, they built it having this headdress. Without these nymphs, 99% of the statues we have nowadays in Egypt would be headless. For thousands of years, sandstorms used to come over here, covered the body of the Sphinx and the walls of the temple,
Yeah.
except the head of the Sphinx.
Okay.
Then a prince called Thutmose IV from the 18th dynasty. He used to study in the workshops of Memphis, and he came here, slept in the shade of the head of a Sphinx. And he saw a dream. He's asking, save my body.
Yeah.
If you did, you will be the king of Egypt. The man or the Thutmose shocked firstly, but he did. He uncovered the whole area, including the body of the Sphinx, and later he became the king of Egypt. Then he wrote all the details about his dream in a granite stela and kept the stela next to his chest. Look over there. There is a dark stone next to his chest over there. This is called Dream Stela, dedicated to Thutmose IV from the 18th dynasty. Broken nose. There's two stories. One, they said it's the Napoleonic campaign. See, the French troops shoot the statue and broke the nose. Second story, all times after all the religions, people keep believing that this area, including the statue and the temple, it has a mythical healing properties. So they come from everywhere to give an offerings, give money, and make wishes, pray and make wishes and dua. This is not accepted, so there was a Sufi Muslim called Sa'id al-Dah who broke the nose of a Sphinx to prove to the people it's a human face, and this is made out of a stone. It's not a god, so you cannot practice and pray in the area over here. So he took the nose of a Sphinx off. Onwards the statues, you will see there is a sign over here from the forehead. Should be cobra. And the beard. All the statues later, when you go to the museums or the temples in Luxor and Aswan, there is a fake beard attached to the chin. The broken one here, it's still in the British Museum in England.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.